Hello, Graeme. Thanks for coming and preaching today. I'm gonna ask you three questions. The first question was that you were in overseas, Jordan and then Bahrain. Could you tell me about this? How was it? And then could you tell me about your story there?
Sure. We lived overseas for a bit over 10 years, and some of that time was in Jordan and some of that time was in Bahrain. That was a great experience for us and our family. We got to see lots of different people, different parts of the world, but the best thing was that we got to see God at work in the lives of all sorts of people in all sorts of places. So it was really encouraging.
Thank you. Next question was that what is the most important thing to be healthy church in multi-ethnic group? So for example, our church is 14 different nationality. We worship together. Could you give us any your thought?
Sure. I think a great thing for a multi-ethnic church is to remember that the thing that you have in common is that you are a church. That is, you're a group of people centered around the Lord Jesus Christ to encourage each other in their faith. So that the more diverse the church becomes, the greater the opportunity and the more important it is that Jesus, his life and his death and resurrection, is at the center of the church. Because when you've got so many different types of people, the only thing you have in common as a church will be that, Jesus. So that's the most important thing.
Thank you so much. Last question was how can we focus on mission in multi-ethnic group? So they have different expectation, maybe different cultural value. How can we encourage people to focus on mission in multi-ethnic groups?
Yeah, so there's lots of different things that you can do. First of all, you can think about your motivation. Why is it that we should do this thing called mission? Why? The Bible talks about how the love of Christ compels us. That's the Apostle Paul talking there. The love of Christ compelled him. So again, going back to the other point, that the motivation for mission is what Jesus has already done for us. So the more we appreciate that and understand that, the more we will be motivated to do mission. And when we go to people who aren't not yet believers, how do we work with them? How do we talk to them? Well, it's all about love, isn't it? To love your neighbour as yourself. Now, I think you're quite right that there are many different cultures, many different languages in the world, and we can understand some of them, but never all of them. But I think people know when they are cared for, and they know when they are treated as people. So when we love God and love our neighbours, I think you'll work out what to do. It's not a matter of doing this activity or that activity as though that is the magic answer that will solve all our problems. If only it was so simple. It's really about loving your neighbour as yourself and continuing to work out what that means together. Does that answer the question?
Oh, very good answer. Thank you for your saying your thought and sharing your thought in Om's Cafe. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you. See you next time.
Okay, bye.